Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday morning. It's time for another episode of Coffee and Cash. Guys, I'm so pumped to be here. So you're going to notice I'm in a different location once again. I love working for Digistore24. They give me the chance to live the digital nomad lifestyle and be everywhere. Right now, I'm in Zürich, Switzerland. Our company is located in Germany. And so we came for a big company retreat, get to hang out with all of the European crew, the American crew. It's amazing being part of a giant international family. And so today, I actually brought on one of my coworkers. This is Arjuna. Say what's up, Arjuna.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Glad to be here with you.
So Arjuna is our Associate Director of Account Growth at Digistore24 on the US side of the company. And he's just got a wealth of knowledge about how to grow accounts, about working with affiliates, being an affiliate, how you work best with vendors. And so besides going over some offers that we think you should be promoting right now, he's also going to give us some greater insight into what an account manager does for your business, whether you're being an affiliate or you're being a vendor. Before we get to any of our offers, let's go ahead and talk about some big things that are happening. In the month of June, we're doing a really awesome competition. It's a great chance for you guys to make some more money. It's called Sugar-Free Summer.
Yep. So basically, check it out. The weather gets warm. You want to go outside. It's always nice to drop a couple pounds while you're doing that, feel better in your body, and be ready to go for all of that action, whether it's at the beach, you want to go hiking, whatever you want to be doing. So what we've tried to do is we're going to incentivize people to basically be promoting some offers which help us move in that direction. So, we're looking at like keto offers, weight loss offers, health offers, all of that kind of stuff, just helping people to cut out that sugar, feel a little bit better in their bodies, hopefully look a little bit nicer in those summer clothes that you want to be wearing.
Right? Weight loss always does well, but there's certain times when it really skyrockets. And that's your New Year's resolution time, and that's your summer swimsuit wearing time. And so make sure you capitalize and you get in on these offers. We're seeing on some of these offers, they've raised the commission all the way up to 90%. Which is basically all the offer. I'm thinking about becoming an affiliate myself right now, just stepping out because it's time to make some cash. This week, we're sort of keeping with this idea of being thematic with our competition being about weight loss in summer. We're also going to go over today some offers. They're becoming more and more important, especially during the summer times. And that's going to be a lot of gardening and outdoors type offers, right? Because people are...
The sun's out, man. You want to be weeding.
Yes. The sun's out. Not that Arjuna or I have ever seen the sun.
It's coming. Yeah. It's on the way.
I think we're probably the two whitest employees at the company. Got a lot of British blood in us, apparently. And we're not meant to see the sun. So let's get right to some of these offers. First offer that I want to talk about is the Backyard Miracle Farm. And so I really, really like this offer. Backyard Miracle Farm is it's one of our, we'll call it like one of our flagship offers on our survival side of Digistore24. It's got an amazing VSL, and I love that. You're thinking like, how am I going to get somebody to want to buy farm stuff, right? And this kid's got this great VSL. It also has an opt into a text page if the people don't want to watch. But what it does is it talks about food shortages. And maybe like a year ago, a food shortage wasn't that realistic of a thing. But right now, with everything that's going on post-COVID, with the current crisis in Ukraine, all the things that actually, I know right now a big thing is baby food shortage in the US.
Yep, that's true.
Is a huge thing.
Yeah, weather anomalies, all that kind of stuff.
It's rough. And so there is actually more and more demand for this. These offers are going to be great to promote on Facebook, on YouTube, targeted towards maybe a slightly older population. As you're moving into email, if you have any sort of a survival list, it'd be good. I think some of these things are going to be really great for content, right? And in Backyard Miracle Farm, it's got a great affiliate commission at 75%. It's got an AOV sitting around $31, and it's got a respectable 3% conversion rate. So it means you're going to be making money, and you're going to get a lot of people opting into this offer.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just good for health lists, stuff like that. Anyone who wants to get more involved with the outdoors, good offer. Speaking of which, so the next one that we're going to talk about here is the Garden Freedom Micro Course. Now, this is an offer that's actually very near and dear to my heart. The people who run this course, I've actually worked with them for years, and so I can vouch for them. They know how to build a course. They've been growing that community for just many, many years. So basically, it's a gardening micro course. And so this is just helping people to grow vegetables in their garden, and not just vegetables either, if you're into flowers, other kind of plants, whatever. Like I said, they've been doing this forever. The stats are really great on this. They've got a $1.30 EPC. It's got a conversion of 2 to 3% and a 70% commission again. So I highly recommend this course. Like I said, they know what they're doing. They've been doing this for years, and very solid converting course.
Yeah, I think that it's such a great course, right? It's something that's really going to give value to the buyer. This would be a great offer if you are working anywhere in sort of the content space, whether you have like a blog, or if you have a good email list and you're wanting to give something to your buyer that's going to make them trust the things that they're getting from your email list, or trust the things that you're getting from your blog.
Yeah.
You're going to be very set here.
It's a really good family offer as well. So like for anyone who maybe they want to garden with their kids, maybe you want to encourage even like kind of a neighborhood feel, right? It's really good for that kind of, not only you feeding yourself, maybe feeding your friends and family, you're also beautifying your yard, and just like making more functional use of your space. So yeah, I think it's an offer with like a wide appeal. It would convert equally as well on a parenting list as a survival list, all that kind of stuff.
No, got to get to it. Next up, Solar Switch, and this is one we've talked about not that long ago. It's a great offer that it's talking about how do you build an electric. What word am I looking for right now, Arjuna? It's sort of
It's like how to harness solar energy. Right?
Exactly. Okay, how to create your own power source, right, from your backyard.
Yeah.
And that's really important right now because we're seeing a lot of raises in prices.
Indeed.
With everything that's, again, going back to the crises that are going on right now, energy costs are soaring. And so this gives you an opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to start doing this from my backyard. It's got a great VSL or TSL. It targets them, again, from an emotional angle. So it actually talks about, in the VSL, this guy, he loses power in his house. And then because he doesn't have power, somebody actually comes in at night and tries to rob him.
Oh, geez.
And so they try to rob him. His daughter's in the room. Guy pulls out a gun. It's an emotional angle to then talk about something that you would think, how do you make solar energy, right? Like compelling, but it does. I think that it's really cool. It's great for a survivalist, a do-it-yourself type blog. It's great for home and garden. It's going to get you out of, if you're just promoting stuff like weight loss, right? It's going to give you a different niche to go in that maybe isn't quite as saturated.
Totally.
With people trying to run offers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a growth industry right now, and it's something that a lot of people take for granted, power, right? It's kind of easy to have it until you don't have it, right? And so it's just like, if you think about the whole survival thing, there's a number of pieces that you have to get in place, right? You got to get your food, water, power is a very, very important one. So I think it's actually, combined with the fact that you get savings after a while, it's the kind of thing where you invest in it once, and then it just pays you back basically for the rest of your life. So I think it's like this is not only going to appeal to survivalists, but like environmentalism, anyone who like cares about the planet, cares about the environment, very future thinking offer as well.
Awesome. It's got good numbers, average order value between $45 and $53, conversion rates like 3%, some people getting as high as 12%, 75% commission. Make sure you check it out.
Awesome. So the next one that we're going to talk about here is the backyard revolution. So this, again, is just like an excellent way for people to be getting into their backyards, growing food, vegetables. I think that it's really, there's been a big movement happening like in the last decade where people are really like, they're moving back outside. They're wanting to get their hands in the dirt. They're wanting to connect with nature. They're just like in general wanting to, it's kind of a cool combination really. There's like, you're getting fit, spending more time outside in nature, healthy for you, growing vegetables, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think that an interesting thing is I'm from Idaho, right? In Idaho, if you've ever been, there's a lot of country. And so my family, we love to go camping. And one thing that we saw was during COVID that there was like a mass surge of people leaving the cities and going camping. And so where usually we could just show up and find a spot, now you had to book out and reserve far in advance because everybody was going back outside. And so while in some places in the country, COVID locked everybody in, other places people actually started getting outside more. So like Arjuna said, there is sort of this mass exodus from the indoor living city to how do I get outside?
Exactly. So yeah, this offer has a conversion rate anywhere between 3 and 12%. That's a really fantastic conversion rate. They're paying a high commission of 75%. So yeah, I think this offer is a winner, and highly recommend that you promote it to your list.
So next offer up, it's our last offer of the day we're going to talk about, is the Lost Superfoods. You got to check this one out. It's a great survival offer. This one's from the creators of the Lost Ways and the Lost Book of Remedies. So it's a company and a vendor that has had massive success across all of their offers. And this one's no exception. They're offering up a 90% commission on this. It's our highest commission of the day that we're talking about. That's basically everything. They're giving up the farm, not to make a pun there. But it's a great offer. So VSL with a TSL, if they choose to not watch the VSL, it talks about superfoods. And what is a superfood? So it goes back to during some of the world wars, the government tried to create a food. And the idea was this food had to be able to last for a really long time. It had to have all sorts of nutrients and things in it. It could never go bad. It had to be good for your digestion, just all these things. So it would be something that they could produce and give to soldiers to take to war, and then it could help win a war, I guess.
So let me ask you this, Alex. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Tacos. Easily.
The original superfood.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a taco. What's interesting about a taco is that literally a taco can be anything, right? You add a tortilla and you could put chicken in it, you could put pork in it, you could put beef in it, you could put fish in it, you could put
your wild crafted greens in
Yes, wild crafted greens, vegetarians. That sounds like a little bit too Portland, Eugene, Oregon-ish.
All right.
Arjuna is from that side of the country. I don't know if in Idaho we're going to eat vegetarian tortillas and stuff like that. But this offer is great. So it goes about, there's food shortages, there's stuff happening. You never know, like you could lose your job. You need to be able to have food storage and stuff ready for you so that you can eat for a long time and stuff. And so besides talking about those sorts of things in the superfood and teaching you how to do it, it also gives you bonuses of how to store other foods better so that they last longer, how to get more from your food. It's just a really great offer.
Right. So basically, like, if God forbid something goes down, right, whether it's a natural disaster, or just like wider food shortages, of course, like this is going to teach you actually how to there's some of that wild crafting involved, and there's some of that like how do you actually find the foods that are going to be best for you and are going to be most nutritious over time. There's a lot of information here that's been kind of lost. I feel like people used to know this stuff a little bit more. They used to spend a little bit more time maybe, walking in the woods, talking with their elders, that kind of thing. So that kind of information is really at a premium at the moment. And that's the kind of stuff that you're going to get from this offer. And so, not only is it going to be, good for your family and, like I said, God forbid, good for your survival if anything goes down, but it's just going to increase your general knowledge of nutrition and your general knowledge of how to be healthy.
Yeah. So average order value sitting at $40, good conversion rate, 2 to 3%. And on the initial sale, they're doing a 70% commission, but then 90% on all upsells. So it's a great moneymaker. So now we're done talking about the offers. I want to spend a little bit of time talking to Arjuna about account growth. And in Digistore, we have a whole team called the growth team, and they work with vendors. I was hoping Arjuna could maybe explain a little bit about that team that he manages.
Sure. Okay. So growth, I think it's a word that most people running businesses like, right? We want our graph going like this. And so in the big picture, that's what the growth team is designed to do. We're here to basically work with your business to try to make sure that your graph is going up and not down. So how do we do that? There's a number of ways that we do it. First of all, when you start working with our growth team, you're going to get assigned a growth manager. That person they're almost going to be like your business away from business. they're going to be an extra person on our team that is always working with you and your team directly to try to make sure that your existing offers are growing in revenue and that your new offers are successful when you onboard them. There's a lot of things that go into that. Part of it is helping you develop your business. So do a little biz dev, help you make sure your funnels are working properly, help make sure that your business is kind of headed in the direction of the trends in the industry. So we have that kind of expertise that we'll be sharing with you. Another thing that we do a lot is we work with affiliates. So our growth team is directly coordinating with affiliates, helping them to see your offer. So we're actually kind of marketing you to our whole network of affiliates. We have literally thousands of affiliates. Last time I checked, I think we broke the 10,000 mark on affiliates in our network. So that's a lot of potential eyeballs that could be on your offer promoting it. So, I think of the growth team as being like, we're kind of the long-term relationship with Digistore. When a vendor comes on and, there's kind of the initial phase, they come on, they bring their offers, they get up and running. And then with the growth team, we take you from there to really take your offers and your business to the next level.
Yeah, and there's a lot of affiliates out there that don't have a connection to one of our growth team. And it's something that they want. How does somebody qualify for a growth manager?
Sure. So usually a company will have to be a certain way along in their growth in order to get with us. So if someone's, new to the industry, they're launching their first offer, stuff like that, they might not apply. We also have some revenue minimums. They're not hard, fast, anything like that. But we just want to see some kind of a performance usually before we assign a growth manager.
And if you're one of those affiliates that you would like to be connected with a growth manager, but your business quite isn't achieving those sorts of numbers or getting to that point yet, that's the reason that we created Coffee and Cash, right? The reason that Coffee and Cash exists is because we wanted to be able to still communicate with you, the affiliate, and help you grow and help you in your journey. And so if you're ever wondering about some of the things that we talk about, right, and you don't have a growth manager, what you can do is you can email affiliates@digistore24.com, and then one of our team will sort of maybe help you point you in the right direction, send you to a link or something like that.
Some resources, help you move in the right direction. So the cool thing is, even if you don't get assigned a growth manager, we'll give you some next steps, some resources for how you can continue to work on that so that maybe the next time you reach out to us, you're ready to go.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, guys, for jumping on, watching Coffee and Cash this Monday. I know we went a little bit longer than usual, but we had some great information. Stay tuned. The next couple of weeks, we're going to have other co-workers of mine on the show so you can learn more about the industry and what we're doing. As always, remember, open minds, open hearts, open wallets. Later.